she's going to give her opening address.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you for attending today's welcome day for the TZ APAC Ecosystem Growth Run, or EGG for short, Web3 Incubator Program. I'm so happy to be here today, and it's honestly very exciting for us at TZ APAC as ecosystem builders for the Tesla blockchain to see over 20 incubatees in our first cohort. I would love to thank all our mentors today that's streaming in live from all over Asia. I spot Vikram, shout out to Vikram of Quilt Studios House. Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to offer mentoring, do master classes, to shadow incubatees in our program. That's what the incubator program is all about here. It's never been a better time to build in Web3, and so we just really want to give that space, that safe space for Web3 entrepreneurs to come in and connect with the amazing network of mentors we have here in Asia that are all also passionate and experts in their field across different areas of Web3, whether it's product design, whether it's fundraising, or sharpening your pitch. We just want to make sure that all of the incubatees in our program are well supported to go to market with their product at speed and scale. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it back to Fred, who's our head of adoption at TZ APAC, who's behind this program. Thanks, Fred.
Thank you, Catherine. So I'm just going to take it over from here. Just to give all of y'all a brief, I'm pretty sure all of y'all have already heard this before, but we kind of broke it down into 3 phases for this entire incubator program. The first one is always starting out with the workshops, where we have our own team giving our incubatees a lot of workshops on how to run and build a startup in its different aspects, anywhere from marketing all the way to the start of being a shareholder agreements, founder agreements, all the way to organic marketing and how to build a community. And then after that, we will move on to phase 2, which is our masterclass, kind of, being inspired from Apple. And it's actually a lot of the mentors over here that has joined us today that are giving their insights into what they are an expert in. And I always like to go around and ask them, it's that one lesson that is true to your heart that you wish you knew when you first started out, that would have made your entire startup journey so much easier. And I think that portion is extremely valuable. And I've actually teased our incubatees, who are also in this call, by the way, that are some of the programs that we have, and they're extremely excited about it. Everyone can't wait for all of this to happen. And then we have our demo day, where we'll open it up to even more wider audience as well, to hopefully get in a lot more to show off our ecosystem to the Web3 world as well. So with that being said, we are recording this call. So one of the things is that after a close, we are going to start with the pitches. It will be a 3-minute elevator pitch. We will send out the recording of this to you, as well as a rating matrix, so that you are able to give some feedback. As stated previously in the communications, we really hope that all of the mentors here are going to be as honest and give their real feedback. Don't matter if it's a little bit too harsh. What we want to show is that the growth opportunity of all of these startups that are going to learn throughout all this ecosystem journey. So with that, I'm going to hand it off to Imran, who's in this call. He will introduce the startups and get it kicked off.
Hey everyone, Imran here. Super excited to get this going. And yeah, we have about 20 teams here today ready to pitch. Yeah, so without any further ado, let's get All Access Anonymous up. So yep.
Thanks.
Okay, cool.
Thank
so
you,
I
Imran.
have started the timer. So yep.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here today. I've got a message for everyone. The live entertainment industry is basically fucked. So from scalpers to monopolistic intermediaries, the way promoters receive capital financing, it all ends up resulting in extremely high ticket prices that don't reflect the true value to fans. I'm John Schneider, head of product and ecosystem for All Access Anonymous. And we are redefining the way the live music experience happens through the power of Web3, changing the way festivals are created, experienced, resulting in a frictionless world without any intermediaries. We are taking on industry titans such as AEG and Live Nation by creating an economic and technological framework for the industry with the aim to empower fans, promoters, patrons, and artists alike, allowing them to define their engagement, their risk during an event. And our whole journey atomically starts by gamifying a user's festival experience through the use of festival tickets. So we're looking at increasing the engagement of fans, which results in them being provided with a unique social proof of their experiences and being rewarded in once in a lifetime money can't buy experiences for those extra steps that they've gone. So in a $331 billion industry, I'm sure you can see that the economic opportunity is immense. And why are we the right people to do it? Well, over the last decade, we have thrown around 51 events. So that's something like 5 events per year, between 20 to 50,000 people per event. We know this industry exactly. And what have we managed to do so far? Well, so far, AAA has grown the largest independent network of festival promoters in Southeast Asia, with around 52 independent promoters having signed on already. You remember that number I mentioned, $331 billion industry? Imagine the impact we could have if we just gain 1% of that market share. Well, I'm here to tell you today that we've already gotten close to that number. Our network has around $2 billion in ticket sales per year. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is an incredible opportunity to redefine, reinvent the live music economy, and would love to do it. We love the help Teslas are giving us. Thank you so much. And over to the next team.
Awesome. Thanks for that, John. So yeah, the next team should be Lumos protocol. So please make yourself present if you are here.
Hey, hi, I'm here.
Okay.
I'll go. So hi, everyone. I'm Gunit, and I'm the founder of Lumos protocol. And I'm going to convince the world that NFTs are not just JPEGs and can have a lot of actual utility. Lumos protocol is the convergence of the 2 most exciting fields in crypto right now, NFTs and DeFi. It's a protocol that lets NFTs own other tokens. So any NFT can act as a basket holding fungible, non-fungible, and interest-bearing tokens made possible with the bridge to the Upana protocol. This sounds simple at first, but the more you think about it, the more you think about the implications, you realize that there are tons of applications that can be built on the protocol. It acts as a building block for building cool new applications on the Tezos blockchain. Let's talk about a few of them. In gaming, imagine a game with augmented reality NFTs located in real-world locations and loaded up with interest-bearing tokens. And the first player to reach the NFT would get to withdraw the interest that the NFT has generated over time, while leaving behind the principal amount. The principal amount would then continue to generate interest for the next player to reach the NFT. Another application could be an in-game item NFT, like a sword, that gets stronger with the more interest it accumulates. This would level the playing field for games which have expensive in-game items and give players with deep pockets an unfair advantage. Artists can use this protocol to make art that changes based on the amount of tokens inside the NFT. NFTs can also be used to create index funds, better models of governance, and the possibilities are endless, really. This project was born as part of the Tez Asia hackathon, where it won the DeFi disruption track. We got a lot of positive feedback from the community about this project as well. I'm excited to be an egg in this incubator, and during the course of this cohort, I plan on working on team building, community building, and adding a couple of new features to the protocol. We also hope to make partnerships with the existing products in the ecosystem. Thank you all for your time, and I'll now answer your questions if you have any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can move to the next team now. So TezTrack should be up next by skolalab. So yeah, take it away.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Baba Ajim from skolalab, and we are from Malaysia. As our project, we call it TezTrack. TezTrack is designed to become the one-stop center for Tezos ecosystem. We believe that what we built today is what people want. In fact, this is the thing that they really needs right now. The situation is like this. We already know that in Tezos ecosystem, we already have a lot of users. According to the funded wallet data, we already have around 2 million active users, and we have a great number of existing projects here in our ecosystem. But there is a problem, which is there is no easy way for us to, one, track the balance, two, to know the current of our holding, and three, it is hard for us to identify, to discover all the NFT project, all the DeFi project already available here in our ecosystem. So skolalab comes out with a solution, TezTrack. Like I said, it is a one-stop center. In TezTrack, with all the data that will be provided to them, the users can make a better, smarter spending decision. More, they can also use DeFi of Tezos without even leaving the platform. And they can have instant access to all the apps that are already available here in our ecosystem. This project will be constructed in 4 phases, runs by our committed developers in Malaysia, and we all believe that this project will have an economic impact, as this is a platform, a data platform. So surely we can work around it and create a huge revenue from it. To make it simple, TezTrack is one-stop center. It's a software as a service. Now we already know about TezTrack. Let me write it up with 3 reasons why you should not ignore this project. First, this project can facilitate the mass adoption of users from Web2 to Web3 using our ecosystem. Second, with all these people, surely we can bring in more liquidity into our tokenization of Tezos itself. And third one, we can surely hold the users and developers retention. So I think that's all from me. I hope at the end of the day, we can work together to bring up more great ideas to make this project success for the sake of Tezos ecosystem. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Baba Jim. Yeah, so moving on. Next up, we have the SquidPay team presenting. You guys. We'll give it a couple seconds, and if not, then we'll move on.
Good morning. Hi, I am Marvin, and I'm one of the co-founder of SquidPay. SquidPay is currently moved to Singapore to launch a project that I think Tezos will be able to capitalize, to being one of the fastest market player. SquidPay is all about payments, but we are focusing in migrants, workers. So basically, we are launching a remittance system where the migrants don't have to pay per transaction. It's a subscription-based remittance system. It will be under the Web3 in its ledger. And on top of that, we are also empowering merchants. So we are launching a new industry. It's called Pay Now, Pay Less. It will rival the Buy Now, Pay Later program because we are teaching people not to spend beyond their means. So imagine if we can empower your buying power, instead of spending $1, you will be spending 80 cents per $1. So it doesn't make sense for you to use your credit card, debit card, or cash if you can save average 20, 30% per transaction. And that's what we're here to do. We wish to empower your buying power. And with Tezos in our side, I think we can do this. So it's going to be transparent. It's going to be on the chain and the Web3 platform. And we are ready to launch by October 1. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, SquidPay team. So next up, we have a team called FA2. Yeah, so please take it away.
Yeah, hi everyone. This is Ankit. I want to talk about an industry that came up very recently and as recent as of this decade. So it is the creator economy. And the market cap is just exploding year on year. So it being $1.7 billion in 2016, then climbing to $6.5 billion in 2019. And then as recent as in 2021, it's $9.7 billion. So, but still, it is controlled by a few centralized systems. And when I say controlled, I mean that they are the ones that have control of the infrastructure. So like they could allow or disallow who should be there on their platform. They dictate how much cut they should be getting in. And if they go down, well, the creators need to move to some other platform. So I'm picking a niche within this. So it is the streaming industry, the people who stream their content live. And I'm putting a bunch of open source projects and Tezos ecosystem together so that a streamer has the entire control of over his streams as well as his fans. So for this, he can like token gate his streams and then directly monetize their fans and not going the route of the brand sponsorships. And at the end of the day, the creators and their fans get a streaming platform that is built for them with no centralized control at all. So, and coming to why am I the correct person? So I have already built a simple POC as part of the TezTrack hackathon, which demonstrates the concept well. And I hope that with the guidance of folks over here, I'll be able to come up with a nice MVP as well. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Ankit. So next up, we have Boom from India.
Hey everyone, this is Ani here, founder, CEO, and CTO.
Hey everyone, this is Felix, co-founder and COO.
Welcome to Boom. Boom is the world's first Web3 social commerce application that combines consumer retail storefronts and products, cryptocurrency, social media, and NFT into one comprehensive product experience, where NFTs are non-screenshotable and non-right-click savable. You see, Boom is all about simplification, and thus for the first time, users on Boom can directly interact with blockchain technology and cryptocurrency without requiring third-party wallet applications. This is achieved through a system that we have invented known as the synthetic system. The Boom ecosystem consists of two entities, Boom Bazaar and Boom Social. Boom Bazaar empowers consumer retail storefronts to set up highly customizable stores and sell their products in cryptocurrency across 5 product groups. Think of Bazaar as a combined Shopify, where all the different retail stores are within one product experience, completely browsable, searchable, interactable, sociable, and purchasable, where every product purchase rewards the buyer an NFT by the retail store. Now, this NFT is then utilized as a ticket by the buyer to gain access to brand-owned virtual chat clubs, social clubs, podcasts, and live sneak peek of products and much, much more occurring on Boom Social, the social half of the Boom ecosystem.
Boom Social functions as a social media application where users are empowered to generate revenue by minting and trading all types of social contents as NFTs. At a high level, Boom Social follows the following philosophy. Every upload on Boom Social is an NFT. At Boom, you do not need to be an influencer to monetize your contents. Anyone and everyone can generate revenue based on your social post. Social NFTs include video uploads, selfies, photography, memes, GIFs, and the limits are endless. On Boom Social, we introduce social bridging where users can directly import their Instagram and TikTok contents and mint them as NFTs with just one click. Users have the ability to set up the token-gated chat groups, podcasts, voice chats, profile customization with NFTs, displaying NFTs of shopped products, and more. The vision is clear. In a 6 to 8 year time span, Boom will emerge as the dominant market player in the social commerce segment across Southeast Asian and the North American markets. We are excited to continue our build, and we thank you for this opportunity of being incubated into this program. That's all from Boom team. Thank you.
Thank you, Ani and Felix. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
So up next, we have Carbonite.Club.
Hello.
Okay, can go ahead now.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Shreyas, founder and CEO at Carbonite.Club. We are building an on-chain anonymous identity builder. So the problem we are trying to solve at Carbonite.Club is we as developers and contributors on Web3 platforms, we contribute on many Web3 platforms at once. We are building a single identity so that we can keep track of all the transactions we are doing on different platforms and build a community around it. So you have networking sites and stuff built on the profile that you build as your NFT. So we are building a digital NFT, which is a digital profile, which will show all your transactions so that it can be used for networking. It can be used for hiring and building a community around it. So that's what Carbonite.Club is all about. We started our community outreach recently. So we have around 800 plus people in our community right now who are contributing towards building Carbonite.Club, and excited to be part of Tezos ecosystem so that we can learn from here and get a lot of feedback so that we can improve our product to go to the masses. Thank you.
Thanks for that, Shreyas. So next up, we have a team called Excuse Miaow. We'll give it 20 seconds. All right, seems that they might be having some issues with technical issues. So I think we'll move ahead first, and then if they're back towards the end, we'll get them in again. So yeah, next up we have Madhav from Evolv. So please take it away.
Hello everyone, glad to be here. I'm Madhav Khandelwal, founder and CEO at Evolv. At Evolv, we have basically upgraded the static single layer NFT to a dynamic multi-layer functionality of NFTs. But why? Like NFT market is huge, like it is growing with an annual CAGR of 33.7%. This market is like booming. Now we are basically actually seeing mainstream adoption. But as market is growing, so are problem within it. And the biggest problem the space is facing is like 87% of the space constitutes of profile pictures and cultural collectibles, and they are failing to drive value. Reason being, these projects were created on hype and artificial scarcity, which actually did work in before, but they are not working anymore. And like there is no intrinsic value that is basically adding to the anchor point to the NFTs. So we felt, okay, there is something which is wrong in the base model of NFTs. Now that's where we charm in. We have basically upgraded how NFTs function. We have upgraded how you see NFTs. We have created a dynamic infrastructure on top of NFTs that allows NFTs to transfer value from creator to holder and from holder to creator, vice versa. Second, we have basically converted the single point interaction model of NFTs to a multi-point interaction model of NFTs. Third, we have allowed NFTs to leverage already existing tools and solutions that are present in the ecosystem and integrate all of them within itself. Now we are using this whole model to create a collection called Asur on Tezos. Hopefully we are launching in this quarter and bringing the dynamic version of NFTs to you. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Madhav. So next up, we have FindTruman. So is the FindTruman team around?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Can go ahead.
Yes. Hello everyone. I'm Bing from FindTruman, and a brief introduction about myself. I got my PhD of computer science in France, and I'm now the academic scholar of National University of Singapore and joined in Singapore blockchain innovative program. And I'm co-founder of FindTruman and in charge of marketing of FindTruman. FindTruman is a Steam-like story gameplay co-creation platform in Web3. So what is story gameplay? Story gameplay, also known as script murder. It is very popular in Asia recently, and based on the story, players act as one of the story role, interact with the others to achieve the ultimate goal from the first perspective. So this industry has been growing rapidly. We are one of the top brand of story gameplay in Web2 with 30 million registered users and 1,000 content creators. But this industry encounters some issues like the piracy problems. The creators only get a small part of story selling. The players have no way to be profitable. So we try to use Web3 thinking to solve these issues. Based on blockchain, we clarify the proof of stake and the incentive mechanism to make creators and players more profitable. FindTruman platform contains two sub-platforms, story gameplay platform and UGC editor platform. On story gameplay platform, players could enjoy the excellent story gameplay and to be profitable at the same time. We have created 5 stories by our professional writers with 3D scene for testing the Web3 users' interests in story gameplay. We have also implemented the first version of UGC editor. Everybody can create their stories. All the updates will be recorded on chain, and the creator could release story NFT on corresponding chain according to the community ecosystem they want to attract. For players, they could purchase their interested story NFT to become early adopter. And the creators could also cite co-creation tasks like translation, illustration, design, and incentive others with story NFT to join the co-creation procedure. The completed story on UGC editor will be released on story gameplay platform for public to experience. So that is our introduction. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Bing. So up next, we have the Game Geeks team from India.
Hi, I'm Sanket from Game Geeks, and like, what are we building at Game Geeks? Like a decentralized gaming platform, like where players can play the games, win rewards, and like we started our journey in Tezos India Fellowship 2.0, and after the fellowship, we got the grants for the Game Geeks from Tezos APAC team, and like now we are building on it, and like we are live and launched on Tezos mainnet. We have like one game right now which is live, and 2 games are in queue, which will be now hosting as soon as possible. Other than games, what we offer is like there will be a gaming assets marketplace where like people can sell their gaming assets, not only non-fungible tokens, NFTs, NFT assets, but as well as the fungible token assets. Like it will be a marketplace for the gamers, and where they can like trade their assets and all. Then we will be providing like a gaming dashboard where the gamers can see the analytics, how the games are being played and how they are earning and all everything. And like other than that, like we are like outsourcing the gaming part, and like we are focusing on developing the platform where users can see the games and all. And the other part for developers, what we are doing is like we are running a program where game developers can like collaborate with us. They can create games and like host on our platform, and that all these games will be like integrated with the central tokenomics of gaming, where like the tokens of gaming can be used in any other games as well. Like also NFTs, like one NFT will be not just stick to one game, it can be used in any other game as well. So this is how Game Geeks model works. And also to give brief idea, like we are also building some libraries for game developers on Tezos. Like we just need some libraries where like it is very helpful for game developers also to like integrate the games on Tezos platform. So that's where also we are working on. And like up next, what we have in our plate is like we are creating a community where like gamers and game developers can be at one place. And like hopefully we are like at a long term we are aiming like holding an in real life gaming competitions as well. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Sanket. So next up we have Miaow. I think the team is here and ready this time around.
Hello, my name is John. I am the founder of Miaow. Today the project I'm going to pitch is a project called PetBand. PetBand is a metaverse where allow people to memorize their passed away beloved. We want to solve the problem that people have no place. They have nowhere to go to meet, to see, and to pet their dead beloved. Now there are professionals from fashion, blockchain, and AI in my team. And I am in the EGG Incubator to find more help, especially in financial side support. And our business model is to sell membership, digital assets, such as platform tools, food, fashion products. So this is a really simple pitch for me today. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for that, Shijen. Yeah, so up next we have the MagicNFTy team.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Okay. Yep, all good. Go ahead.
Okay. Right. Hi guys, I'm Aditya. I'm the founder at MagicNFTy. It's great to see you everyone here today. The creator economy is showing significant growth. The market is expected to grow, and most of the growth is expected to come from 43% of the growth is expected to come from APAC region. The whole ecosystem is currently still dependent on all the major social media platforms and revolve around brands and creators collaborating to generate revenue. Content creators, because of this, have a lot of issues, such as they don't own the content that they produce or the audience that they engage with. There's also the issue of losing originality of the content because of algorithms and stuff like that. With Web3, content creators are trying to move towards or transition into Web3 and take benefits of take benefits of Web3 features to build a better business. With MagicNFTy, we are providing content creators with a no-code business management platform that will help them build proper businesses. With access to tools such as building personalized landing pages, building a Web3, building tokenized Web3 experiences, adding utility to their NFTs, and other business management tools such as community management tool and analytics as such. I'm pretty excited to be a part of Tezos program, and currently we are in the process of building our POC. I'm excited to be here and looking forward to working with you all. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Aditya. So next up, we have the Open One team talking about their product.
Yes, here we are. Can you hear me?
Yep, all good.
Yes, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Guido Mologni. I'm the founder of Open One. As a founder, I'm always looking to solve problems and ideally talking to customer. So which kind of problem we want to solve over here? Nowadays, collectors of art NFTs are looking for valuable artworks, which usually come in the form of one-of-one. Actually, the only platform which allows to buy one-of-one is a super rare on the Ethereum blockchain, but is only by invitation. So many artists, especially from the Tezos ecosystem, are cut off. So Open One is a platform to sell and buy one-of-one edition on the Tezos blockchain, and is open to everyone. Tezos nowadays is a great platform. It has a huge community about art and about NFTs artists. So I think there is definitely room to create something different and create value for the artist. As a validation to my idea, I noticed in the last July 2022, there was a huge festival on the social media with the hashtag one of one, and the result was amazing. There was about 8,000 works minted for a total value of 200,000 USD, which was for me a validation of the project. So how Open1 make money? We are a marketplace. So basically we charge a commission to the buyer and the seller. And we think the market for NFTs is booming. So there is definitely room to create opportunities and to make something for the communities of the Tezos ecosystem. Something about me, I'm the only co-founder nowadays. I'm based in Vietnam. I think I can bring definitely value to the system and to the startups, as I've been in art for about 15 years. So I have a big knowledge about the art system, and I've been in tech for the last 5 years. So I built previously a startups, and we fucked up and failed, which is a great lesson for the second startups that you launch. And I've been an early adapter and member of the major ecosystem on Tezos, from FXhash. I was very early of IKEKNUNK. I was early on Object, Theia versus, so I have a strong understanding about the system, and I have connection with the artist and with the community. So at this stage, I'm looking for a developer, a full stack developer, to make a very basic MVP, and then just go on the market and get feedback from the users. Thanks so much, and hopefully we can build the great products.
Thank you a lot for that, Guido.
Cheers.
So thanks. Up next, we have Only. Is the Only team ready to
Hello?
present?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, you know how challenging it is for brands, artists, companies, and startups to gain significant amount of attention online. There are lots of noise and insignificant content to consume in this space, and it's difficult to identify which project is worth your attention. We realized the true scarce commodity of the near-term future will be human attention. Our team provides a solution to this problem by extending the reality of artworks, products, brands, and content online and in real life through augmented reality and virtual reality technology. Through our products, we launched an augmented reality filter from one of our collections called the Mustachios, and we doubled the visual attention than traditional media online. Well, according to a study, through brain imaging technology, XR, or extended reality technology, brings memory encoding 70% higher than traditional media. Our technically capable team is building in the crypto space since 2018, when we started in the space by developing one of the earliest versions of blockchain gaming called Crypto Solitaire. It's a 3D interactive solitaire game where you can play inside the virtual world of Decentraland. And we placed 13th out of 100 plus global entries during the Decentraland Game Jam in 2019. We also launched a very successful application of augmented reality in art exhibition. We implemented and integrated AR in digital storytelling in the Philippines. So yeah, I'm Ismael Jerusalem. I'm the CEO and founder of Only, and I've been exploring the intersection of art, gaming, and technology through NFTs since 2018. We strongly believe that XR, or extended reality, is the near-term future of the metaverse, where we can bring closer the concept of the metaverse closer to the community by building AR and VR solutions. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thanks so much for that, Isma, from Only. So up next, we have the Pentas team. I think they may be having a bit of technical issues, but if you're okay to proceed with it more.
Hey, hi. Can you guys see it? Hi.
You can
Hello,
go ahead.
hi. Okay, cool. Hi, my name is Mohammed. Sorry, I mean, there's something wrong with my connection, so I have to come out to try to have a better and stable connection. Anyway, my name is Mohammed. I am from Pentas, one of the Pentas co-founder. So basically what we do, we are basically known for our NFT marketplace, obviously, but we are more than that, because what we do is that we are bridging the gap between in real life and blockchain ecosystem experience by creating NFT marketplace, so that people, whoever that come on board, they feel like it's a refuge for them, for the both collectors and creators. So by doing that, we eventually managed to expand all the services into other blockchain ecosystem. We have managed to technically became a catalyst for other people to provide a solution, a last mile solution, you know, technically whatever that, how to bridge between the merchant and the user, how to bridge between merchant and the creators. We have done that. So basically, what stands us out compared to our other competitors is that I would like to say that we have the global presence with the local taste. And then when we do that, if you, to put it into context, probably if you guys know Grab, you guys know Gojek, then you guys can relate why Uber are not in this region. So that is what we are doing. That is what we are striving to do. And then for that, just to share a bit, we have actually, for time being the largest NFT marketplace provider in Southeast Asia, and we have a bit of a presence in North America as well. So with us, what we need from the mentor is that we need someone to guide us to escalate this, whatever that we already have. We are working very hard to actually expand and cemented the positioning in Southeast Asia, as well as our Asia Pacific presence. So we really hope that we can secure both not just funding, but more of that mentorship and how to escalate whatever that we already have in pipeline into a reality. Thank you. I hope this is clear.
Yep, all good. Clear from our end. Thank you so much for that, Mo.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, so that was Pentas, and up next we have Acxyn.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yep, all good.
In September 2021, I've heard about Axie Infinity, and I thought this was so cool. You can actually make money playing games in Web3. This then got me dive right into it. I was so passionate about GameFi, I actually went and applied for a role as a CMO in a GameFi project. And very lucky of me, and I managed to get it. But that's when I realized that the play to earn model doesn't work. Play to earn is unsustainable and it's not GameFi in my opinion, and I personally hate it. I then embarked on a journey to find the answer to Web3 gaming. My name is Jason, and I'm the co-founder of Acxyn. There are 3 billion gamers in the world, and the total addressable market is at 200 billion. Just in the year of 2021, 3.3 billion was raised in Web3 games. It's really funny to me that for such a huge market, nobody has managed to crack the code to a good and sustainable economic model for Web3 games. And Acxyn is here to revolutionize the entire GameFi industry. We designed Acxyn to help game developers unlock the economic potential of Web3 by incentivizing them based on innovation. We are solving the economic dilemma of what Web3 truly brings to games. We encourage game developers to build games as they intended them to be, but launching on Acxyn means you start generating revenue at the moment you've launched. Did you know that out of every 100 indie game developer, only 7 manage to generate enough revenue to fund the next game? And as a game developer, building a game is already a huge challenge. Moreover, you have to integrate into blockchain, design a good token economy. These are all major resistance for a game developer to enter Web3. And here at Acxyn, we are building a community ecosystem around game developers to reward them while removing the complexities of blockchain integration for games. Games are launched through Acxyn by tethering to our token economy and no-code infrastructure. It's just that easy. There are 6 co-founders in the team, including myself, and collectively, we have more than 25 years of experience in startups in diverse industries. We were the pioneers in the mining industry in our country, and we ran the first ever Ethereum mining operations in Malaysia. At peak, we had more than 6,000 machines and 80 farms. We built critical software and hardware infrastructure to scale the business to this level. Our technical team includes ex-employees from Intel, which knows more than 9 different programming languages, a veteran in software and automation. We are 2.5 months old, and we've already had several game studios agree to partner up with us. We are the door for ambitious game devs to scale in Web3 effectively. Think GameFi, think Acxyn. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Jason. So up next, we have the Circle of Games team.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm Rahul. I'm CEO of Circle of Games. So we are building a multi-gaming platform on blockchain with a vision to onboard the next billion gamers on crypto. How do we do that? It's very simple. The first target audience which we are going after is the players who play the casual games. Now, imagine a system or a platform where you are able to engage with your all-time favorite game, which you have already playing on the mobile phones, which is like, for the lack of a better word, I will use something like Candy Crush, a match 3 game, which is immensely popular out there. You can play a game similar to Candy Crush on our platform and then get rewarded in terms of crypto as a reward. The idea is simple behind this thought process which we have. Like in a game, at a broader level, there are 2 aspects. The first aspect is the game, which has gameplay mechanics and game systems. The other aspect is the reward mechanism, which keeps the user engaged or hooked onto your game. What we are saying as of now is that when you're trying a crypto game, when you are a casual game player, it has a very high learning curve. The idea is very simple over here that, hey, you start engaging with the game which you already know, but the reward vector of the entire game will be in form of crypto. Learn that, engage with that, understand that, and then try to get the crypto side of the game, which is buy the NFT and engage with the game. So the way we approach the first set of player is just by changing the reward vector. You play the game which you like the most, and for your engagement and rewards, we reward you with the crypto. Right now, the way our tokenomics are designed, we are slated to kind of reward our community, our player base, with around 50,000 tokens every day for the next 11 years. The second aspect is the players who are crypto enthusiasts, who know how to play and engage with the crypto. We are not leaving them out as well. Those players can also buy NFTs and start engaging on the multiple games which we have on our platform, and thereby amplify their earnings by engaging and winning and playing the game of skill on our platform. Our main USP over here is that we don't have an entry barrier to play the games on our platform. Generally, the crypto games are having an entry barrier to engage with the games. We don't have that. Our pillar is very simple, which is that it's for everybody. Everybody is open to engage with the games on that. So if you have the crypto, you can, yes, amplify and win a lot more. But if you don't have it, you can still play the game on our platform. Last but not the least, I'm happy to announce that we already have a Circle of Games app, soft launch in India region, with 2 games integrated in it, as well as our white paper published. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Rahul from Circle of Games. So up next, we have the Quurk Studios team.
Hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Andrew. I'm from Quurk. I'm the head of business development. Ladies and gentlemen, education has, as we know it, has become too complicated, too stringent, and way too expensive. We can directly correlate the rise of technology to the rise of education, leading to the advancement of human living standards. We see a pending crisis with a growing population in a world with growing automation. Vast populations, especially the poor, are being outpaced by new knowledge and new technology. We can change all of that. To disrupt and change the education industry at its core, Quurk will harness the world of gaming to break down the barriers of education. Quurk strives to make education for all free, effective, and above all, fun. We're a game-based company with an underlying refi ecosystem focused on learning, and learning outcomes, and supporting regenerative human capital. Our first game product will be built on Web3 to enhance and promote the learning of coding, allowing users to play, learn, and earn. The future of our gaming platform will be an open community where academics can further develop educational games that will branch off to STEM courses and beyond, creating an entire educational ecosystem for all. The educational gaming market is worth $32.7 billion, growing at an annual rate of 18.5%. And a study by University of Malaysia showed that students using games to learn basically outperformed 3 times better than classroom-led learning. So the important question, can we do this? It's a monumental task. Well, we've done this before with Web 2. Our first game won us Startup of the Year in Rise in Hong Kong in 2017. It was the most downloaded app in the US App Store for the educational category. So we're currently working with Ecole42, the world-renowned coding school, to jointly develop our gameplay and platform. We have the best minds coming together to ensure we have a groundbreaking product that could be rolled out through social media and NGOs, through UNICEF and UNIDO. Revenue streams derived from in-game purchases, advertisements, an entire tokenized ecosystem that can be built. And of course, it includes transactional fees, NFT campaigns, open finance, royalties, just to name a few. So to sum up, I'd like to ask everyone to join us in our first foray into Web3, to bring about a profound change to education, to make learning more self-led, highly accessible, more enriching, and more rewarding for everyone. And as the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child, but at Quurk, our village is fun and free. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew. So next up, we have the Xanadu team.
Hi, Imran, can you hear me?
Yep, all good.
Thanks. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm very honored and happy to be here. So I think we can see that society is crying out for a new paradigm of entertainment, content creation, e-commerce, and just being engaged and having fun. Advertising industry has to evolve. They have to engage directly with people more and immerse them in brand experiences that are authentic and genuine. And so you see the metaverse industry today is projected to become $1 trillion industry in just a few years' time. So enter Xanadu. Xanadu is the metaverse. We've built Xanadu and still building Xanadu. Now we have a virtual world, we have avatars, we have NFTs, we have an immersive art NFT gallery, we have land, property, we have native advertising opportunities, and we've been holding events, performances, games, and activities on this platform. Since COVID, we've been holding immersive metaverse events for various brands all across Asia. And just last month, August 2022, we launched Xanadu, our public metaverse. We coincided the launch with Merdeka Day, which is Malaysia's sort of a national day for Malaysia. And we had a virtual National Day parade. We had a procession with marching band, and we had a speech by an iconic minister from the past. And we also had virtual performances by iconic national stars. So next, we want to really develop a bustling virtual real estate market. We want to build up a very robust economy, a Web3 economy. We want to have global mainstream adoption. We want to really flesh out our property tokenization, add a lot of utility into it. We want to build up a very rich Web3 monetization network with partners such as the other startups here, possibly collaborating and being part of this network. And we want to have a very rich and active social and community network going on through our virtual Xanadu world. So why are we here? We need funds, first and foremost, but we also need believers in Xanadu, in Web3, in metaverse. We need knowledge. We want to stand on the shoulders of giants. Everyone here, I think, is doing very, very excellent, innovative things on Web3. And we're here to collaborate. And we also need leaders. Leaders not just to join our organization, but also leaders as partners and as collaborators. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that, Andrew from Xanadu. So up next, we have the Quilt.chat team.
Yeah, good morning, morning. First of all, before I proceed, I want to thank the TZ Apex team for accepting us into this incubator, right? We are very grateful. Now, at Quilt, our goal is to make Web3 social, right? We've come to realize that with the way the way tech has utilized our data has become hazardous to us, right? Where companies can utilize our data and sell it at a profit, right? And countries can also suppress our right to be heard and express ourselves, right? And when we come to Web3, due to how data has been done or how socialization is done generally, right? There's lack of trust. It's quite hard for people to sell their NFTs or Web3 assets without going through centralized exchanges. What we believe is a deviation from the ideology of Web3 to just do it, right? So what we want to do, we want to create a social ecosystem where everyone, no matter the chain, can socialize and transact, right? Just like how we are all here on Zoom from different parts of life and the continent. I'm in Nigeria right now, and we have some people from Singapore. We want to bring that philosophy onto Web3. So we hear that on Tezos, right? If you want to be able to sell your NFTs to someone on Solana, we want to make that possible. We want to create a social and interconnected Web3. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Abdul Jalal from Quilt.chat. So last but not least, the final team that will be giving their pitch is Opusdei. So is the Opusdei team here?
I'm here.
Okay, cool.
Do you hear me?
Yep, all good. You can go ahead.
Good. Well, hello. My name is Herman. I'm a development manager for Opusdei Money Protocol, a P2P lending and borrowing service on Tezos. The current version of the protocol, under number 0.75, is live. Please check it at opusdei.money. The team just finished the first audit and now ready for the next step. That is the reason why we're here. We are building a decentralized autonomous organization, or DAO, for collective ownership and management of cryptocurrencies and NFTs. To put it simply, it's an investment portfolio for people or other services via APIs to maintain financial tools and digital assets and issue tokens on these assets. I'll give you some examples. If you don't have enough money to buy a CryptoPunk, find others like you and buy together. Buy your tokens to put your tokens together into a liquidity pool and provide that pool to those in need as a collective loan while generating income from the APYs or staking. Take NFTs and liquidity pools from previous examples, create a single investment portfolio and issue tokens on that portfolio, then just trade these tokens. They're just talking about abstract storage bonds on Ethereum with the upcoming ERC-3475 token standard. With current Tezos FA2, all that is possible today. We are a team of 3 people with huge cumulative experience in software and business development, finance, data analysis, and marketing. We've been working on Tezos for a year and want to create something special, distributed financial service what people will finally use. We want to do it together with you guys, with the egg. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Herman from Opusdei. and you know, thank you for everyone who took the time to, you know, really craft their pitches for today. The next 3 months we'll spend it sort of shaping up that pitch and developing all your products further. So thank you for that, and we're really looking forward for the next 3 months. So now I'll pass it off to the head of adoption, Fred, to wrap things up.
Thank you, Imran. Wow, 20 over pitches, and we managed to make it just a little bit over an hour, and it's simply amazing. So just to let you know, mentors, we are going to send you a recording of this together with the matrix on basically to give some feedback and to also, you know, based on a rating criteria to give some points as well. And we're going to communicate with you moving forward further, especially with those who are going to be personal mentors on which project that you're going to pick as well. And I can't wait until we are going to kick off all of this program and all the way to demo day. But from now until then, we're going to have a lot of things to do. So with that being said, thank you very much for your time, mentors. You may drop off. And up next, we're going to have a workshop with our incubatees. So I'm just going to give a little bit of a transition time. Maybe we'll start in about the next 5 minutes, so that, you know, the incubatees, you can also, you know, if you need, go grab a cup of coffee, because the next little portion, we're going to start talking about how to build on Tezos and where are the resources available for you. And the next person that's going to talk to you guys is, of course, none other than Brian. He's basically our developer relationships. So thank you very much, mentors. We'll keep in contact with you as well.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, hi, Vikram. Thanks for coming in.
Yay. Okay.
Hello, hello, testing. Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So hi, and I'm Brian here, and I'm the program executive for the DevRel and the community in DD APEC. So a bit more of my history. I worked in Deloitte for 1+ year. I worked on some of the projects in the Central Bank of Singapore, and previously before that I was a research engineer doing in electrical engineering projects. So and once and then I actually switched off to DevRel in DD APEC, where we actually lead the communities we form for students, student developer, as well as communities in this space. So today I will be talking to you about what is Tezos, why the introduction to Tezos, what is Tezos, why Tezos, the Tezos tech stack as well, smart contract or the languages that you want to use, as well, the different type of smart contract languages, as well as the component on how you can build, test, and deploy. So there are various kind of tools that you can actually use to build, test, and deploy on the blockchain itself, on the Tezos blockchain itself. And then lastly, we'll go through community, where you can actually find your help, your resources, from developers to the community, from developers to artists to communities, and also a list of current or existing ecosystem of projects that are already here. So let me just go next. So what is Tezos about? I mean, I won't go through too much into it. You can actually read a lot of these on open Tezos.com, where you can actually find a lot of resources explaining to you like how does Tezos work, the proof of the liquid proof of stake, and and so on and so forth, like the consensus mechanism and things like that. So in general, for us, for what is Tezos about is energy efficient for blockchain, where developers and the community around the world are able to build on decentralized applications or network of decentralized applications, and how we intend to do that is I'm just very sorry with that. How we intend to do that is that it's a blockchain that is designed to evolve, where if you want to go back to how it actually works, it works through in a way that it has four specific things, which is the first point will be actually the on-chain governance mechanism, which for Tezos is built to us, is other specifics like your liquid proof of stake, which is a proof of stake mechanism that is different from other proof of stake blockchains around, like the rest of them. And also we also deploy all our smart contracts on based on the Michelson code. But of course, I will get onto that in a later slide on how you can use the different compilers to actually compile them into Michelson. So you don't need to actually learn Michelson. There will be TypeScript or Python Python compilers that allows you to actually to do smart contracts, and yeah, and then it's also driven by active community with a solid academic backing. So most of our tech stack is actually developed in Nomadic Labs, which is based in France. So that's where they actually do most of the tech development and things like that. So Tezos at a glance, I think I will just skip this. I mean, it's mostly to just give you an understanding of how we are at now, and what's our current and things like that. So you can actually see we actually make I think the one important thing is we did a lot of upgrades in the last 3 years in general. So a lot of people will ask you why do you choose to build on Tezos itself? Why? Because we are green and clean blockchain by design. We actually use like 30% less of energy requirement, in 2021 as compared to 2020, which means that due to the upgrades of this whole of the Tezos blockchain itself, we are also able to reduce the carbon footprint that we have as compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin. And of course, we do also have like scalability of efficiency, where efficiency has already increased by 70%. So this is to give you a bit more, how we actually upgrade like the protocol. We go through several proposals for several periods where it takes a while to actually self-amend and upgrade the whole protocol by itself. And right now we are trying to go to the next phase of the protocol, which is Kathmandu. Yeah, so that is actually our next protocol. So our current one is called Jakarta now. So and this is how it takes about for 3 months to actually to get through a proposal period to voting and testing and the promotion period as well. And then of course what we also have is our liquid proof of stake and our smart contract security and formal verification, which is mostly our smart contracts. And so then I'll go on to the Tezos, to the intro of the Tezos stack itself. We will not be going in depth into it, but I mean, if in the future we will probably have if you are intending to have a workshop, we can always arrange for one to do a smart contract workshop or things like that, or a DM workshop. So these are the different smart contract languages that you can see on Tezos itself. These are the 3 different ones. So you have Archetype, you have Legal, and you have SmartPy. So these 3 are different languages that will compile into the Michelson code, and you can create your own smart contract, and and that's how you actually do it. So you are given the choice to do either one of these 3. Of course, I would say that for Archetype, right, it's more towards a high level language where it's not so much of for Python, where for Python, if it's actually a low level language. So for Archetype, it's a bit more harder. If you understand it, it will be more like push and pops and things that you have done. If you're an electrical engineer, if you have done a hardware engineering and things like that, this will be more appropriate for you. If you go to legal, if I'm not wrong, it's more towards a TypeScript kind of syntax, where you can write in TypeScript and then you can generate the smart contract or construct the smart contract from there. And then we also got SmartPy, which is I would say one of the easier ones to actually learn, because it's using for this IDE actually uses for Python to actually build a Tezos smart contract, and that would be actually to me the preferred go-to for the whole space itself. So, and this is the 3 different types of, or the distinguishes, how we can distinguish between these 3 different smart contract languages, where you can actually see that some each of them have their own uniqueness, and how each of them have their own dedicated. Some don't really have much resources. If I'm not wrong, some for SmartPy is still pretty much on its own, where you will still have to find out, or the team is trying to build on resources in SmartPy itself, whereas the rest will have actually had their dedicated JS libraries and sandbox environment. So then after we have known, after we have shown you about what are the different smart contract languages, what do you actually know or not need to know about them is that we do have token standards that we must adhere to in Tezos itself. We have the FA 2.0, which is a standard that is very like it's a standard that supports a wide range of token types. So if you think about that, you have your ERC 20, which is your fungible tokens. So they do have different classes in this whole in FA 2.0. You have the fungible ones, you have the non-fungible tokens as well as non-transferable ones, and the multi-asset contracts. And these are very similar to what Ethereum like the Ethereum has already itself. Like let's say for ERC 20 on fungible tokens or non-fungible tokens, which are NFTs in the form of ERC 721. Yeah. So these are some of the examples of these tokens of the token standards itself. And then of course, after you have found out that you need to write out your smart contracts, or you need to choose a smart contract language. You want to know where how you want to build, test, and deploy. So I would say that you technically have two choices now, which is Taquito, which is the most common one. I've been using it since the day I joined. So it means that it will work very similar to Truffle on Ethereum and things like that. So this is one example how you can actually develop or connect or build your DApp through Taquito itself, or either that it will be a new. This is actually a new beta stage. If you're interested to try out, you can also try this new application called Quurk. Yeah. So these are the two things that I would say are mostly commonly used by our developers in Tezos itself. And then you have your choice to also choose what kind of wallets you want to integrate. You have your Acxyn wallet, you have your Temper, you have your Quurk. Then of course on the rest more unknown. So you have the Gideon wallet and the Spire one. So if for most people, how they would develop here, I think they will use either for Temper or Quurk. That will be the most common two models that you will see on Tezos itself. And this is how you actually can build your DApp with an integrated build your integration with your DApp with your wallets here. So you need to use a beacon to actually integrate all your wallets here. It's like a SDK that helps you to connect to multiple wallets. If I'm not wrong, it connects to all 5 of them, or about 4 of them. Yeah. And so then we will go on to what kind of resources you must, when you want to build, test, and deploy. You need, after you actually try to compile or call a contract or test out your contract, you need to know where you might want to test out your, on the testnet or on the blockchain explorer itself to see if your contract is working as properly as it should be. So we do have the TZ stats, which is almost similar to either scan here. So you do have two. One is the TZ stats, and the other one would be on tz.io if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So these are two commonly used explorers where you can test out your smart contracts. There are for various more as well. Like there's a better called Dev and various other explorers that you can actually use for your smart contracts. And some of these are, then we go on to price Oracle. So if you're building on a DeFi applications that you need your token to have like to match to a price Oracle. These are the price Oracles that are being supported on Tezos itself. We have Chainlink and Harbinger. I won't go through so much of this. And then we do have a full stack or framework where if you want to, let's say, build indexes, or if your project requires the utilization of to build indexes, Dedup is actually a person who works in the legal team. So he actually built, if I'm not wrong, he actually builds a whole like a full stack for framework to actually write your to do indexing and indexing logic for this as well. Yeah, and then we do have the Tezos home base, which is like a DAO project that you can actually use to enable, like it helps to enable users to manage and use DAOs on the Tezos blockchain. I think it's very interesting to actually see this because it helps to get communities and developers to launch and participate in certain DAOs on Tezos itself. Yeah, and so not sure why this is popping up, but yeah. So we do have chain stack, and that and we actually are working with them that to actually just give me a moment. I think some yeah. So we do work with chain stack, and we perform we do run nodes with them where we are able to help if you need like resources to deploy a Tezos RPC node or any of your project requires that form of functionality. We do run a program with them, so you can always reach out onto us if you're interested to deploy a Tezos RPC or the operations as well. So this is more towards those that is, I think, is more tools and models application. Yeah. Then I go on to our community and developer resources, where if you go on the Tezos.com website itself, we do have channels from Telegram to Reddit to Discord, and as well as our Tezos. I'll go around for a forum where it's like a Substack. I mean, it's like a Reddit or like a text stack where you can actually ask your questions there. You can post your questions on what like in terms of like developer questions or general kind of questions on it can be upgrades, it can be smart contract languages, and so on and so forth. So it's a place for the community to discuss, and to learn and to contribute to the direction of Tezos itself. So these are the general social media chats that you can actually join. You can ask some of the questions inside there, especially on Telegram. So you can actually ask developer related questions that it depends on who will be willing to want to answer as well. If I'm not wrong, the legal team and the Python team should be is very active on Telegram. I can send you like the list, or you can ask me, or you can email me probably afterwards if you need those resources as well. Yeah, and so we do have a technical channel as well. We do have a developer Discord where you can actually join us to talk about explore for hackathons or dive deep down and talk with and discuss with different developers on how to build a project. They will try to help with as well. Yeah, so a lot of these resources actually comes from the official, like the Tezos.com page. So you can actually find most of these resources there. But what I would like to say that I think if you want to, let's just say, do a understanding of what are the current like if you want to know more about the Tezos blockchain itself, the consensus mechanism, all the way to the different like the overall view, you can go to opentezos.com. They will give you a whole structure of how to actually build, how to deploy a node, how to write a smart contract. So Open Tezos is actually a way to go there. So if you need to get for started on your project, it's a good website to actually start it there. Yeah, and the rest is what I said. Yeah, you can see like the rest I just showed you. Yeah, and yeah, as well as the Tezos algorithm forum, I think you'll find it as one of the better place to find your technical or developer related questions there. Yeah, so this is more towards the ecosystem projects. So if you go to the Tezos.com itself, you can actually see that we do have a lot of NFT projects or DeFi for projects. So NFT would be more like FX Hash or AK Swap. It's like there are for global applications as well. Like you have your DeFi application. So for Plenty is from Tezos India, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, and these are like in general like the list of projects, ecosystem projects that you can actually find on Tezos itself. Now you can actually search for some of them here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so before I'm going to be quite close to ending my presentation. So before that, if you're interested to also see like what are the different blockchain upgrades, we are going the upcoming chain or the Tezos particular upgrade is called Kathmandu. So we do have various upgrades that we already have done in the past. So our current one now is Jakarta, and you can actually look through what each of the upgrade actually does, and like what are the upgrades. Like there are documents that actually define what things have changed along the way. Let's say you want to build a node, you want to stake coins or stake your Tez inside like nodes. Things would have changed, like the amount would have changed to stake in a node. So this is how. These are the several things that you can actually source from on the blockchain on the upgrades itself. Yeah. Yeah. So this is more like what has been enabled in the upcoming upgrade itself. Yeah. Yeah. So to just give you a bit more of how the Tezos ecosystem work is that we do have a huge community of organizations and foundations. Afterwards, I will show you, and we are supported by the Tezos Foundation. And we do have dev team. I mean, for TZ Effect, we're not so much of a dev team, but we do have dev teams like in. Let's say, for example, Manic Labs in France and various for other teams around the world. So there are other entities that actually support like the whole for the Tezos ecosystem growth or the technical upgrades for it as well. And what I mostly do is mostly towards documentation and education in the Asia Pacific region itself. Yeah. And these are the various entities that are being supported by the Tezos Foundation itself. Yeah. I won't really go through most of this. I mean, yeah, it's mostly for grants and funding. And these are mostly all of the brands that are being supported by us. But I think like the last slide would be more appropriate, where these are basically self or Asian-based projects that are ready for building on Tezos itself. So a lot of them got through either foundation grants or through EGG grants, where like teams of developers will actually develop new alternative wallets or marketplaces that they can bid on to support the Asian community as well. So these are the list of projects that you can actually research on and as well, and like to to also see gain some inspiration or see what they're actually trying to build on, and see how it can help you in the future. So I think that will be actually the end of my presentation. So you can actually you can contact me at this email address, and this is my number as well. I would like to thank everybody here, for your attentiveness in this whole presentation. Yeah, thank you. Okay, I guess I can answer some of the questions as well. Yeah. So there's a question. The question is for Tezos is in what layer, and it's a layer 1. What is the difference between the Tezos and the other blockchain? Okay. How I will put it is firstly is the history, where it was our ICO was in 2018. So the timeline is very different from some of the chains as well. So like Solana and for the rest of the chains that they are technically newer, but we are more towards like an energy efficient kind of a blockchain where we do NFTs and green NFTs as well. And our specialty is mostly on NFTs, where we do have a very big marketplace like FXhash and Object.com, where they do deliver one of the top few NFTs around. So these are the major like the narratives and the inputs that from what I understand as well. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, for proof of so the liquid proof of stake is actually known as baking. I mean, it's almost it's just another term to say it. Yeah. So any other questions? If not, I can. So we are trying to build more projects to in terms of assets transfer from other chains. While that is still in progress, I would say it's still at a progressive stage. So I think it will take time to actually build on this this interoperability chains or the multi-chain kind of TCs where you want to swap assets from Ethereum onto Tezos or from other chains onto Tezos itself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? I don't really hear anyone saying this. Are there any established processes for testing and validating Tezos smart contracts? Okay, so how you want to build a smart contract can be in the form of 3 different languages. So you have your archetype, you have your legal, you have your smart pi. If I'm not wrong, all of them have your own online like your own compound. So what a lot of people do is that they write down their smart contracts, and then after that they will actually test it on the testnet to see if it if it's able to actually work. Yeah. Yeah. So so this is how it will go. Maybe that you build your smart contract, and then you actually will see if it fails or don't fail. I mean, like it's I think it's part of what most people do. Yeah.
So how do Tezos prepare for user acquisition after the merge in Ethereum? I think, to be honest, we run two different things because Tezos right now is not EVM compatible. So what we're doing is actually encouraging some projects. I know some of you incubators already on multi-chain narrative. We are completely fine with that. It's just that during this course of the incubator program, we do ask all of you to develop on Tezos. But if you also would like to be compatible with other chains as well, we perfectly support the narrative. Yep. Is there anything else? Yep.
Okay. If there's nothing else, I think we can actually end off the call.
Yep. Thank you all for joining. It was a very good one. We will name drop all of the mentors that attended today to you. And then after that, give us some time to process the recording, to get all of those feedback in so that we can send them across to you. And then after that, we will continue to find even more VCs to attend the demo day. But in the meantime, do take the time. We'll also reach out to you on how to schedule the developer consultation time for you. Brian here is going to help me out with that. So he'll be in contact with you on that. If you have any questions, fill them into the Telegram group chat so that I will have eyes on it, as well as Imran. And so my team, Imran, Jasmine, and Elliot will be also taking a look at it. If I do not see any, bug them so they'll bug me, or bug me directly, also can. In the meantime, everyone, thank you very much for coming. And I hope to see you very soon in the next session on Friday, right? Friday. Yeah, Friday. We might will reschedule that into the afternoon because the mentor, workshop mentor, he's actually legally trained. That will give a very good overview on what is the startup process like in Singapore. You know, so essentially, if you would like to register a company in Singapore and what are the key things to look out for, you know, and some documents as well, he is the perfect expert for it. Just to let you know, the fella back during the days during 2016, 2017 is the guy who handles all of my startup companies and protected my backside quite a few times already. So anyways, thank you everyone. I'll see you again soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.